Hello and welcome. Rec187 here, back with some combat mission, Battle for Normandy, and in a slight deviation to usual. This is some pre-recorded content rather than live streamed. Unfortunately, my live stream this week was hit by a few technical issues, but I still want to get a little bit of combat mission content out there. So I'm going to do a few pre-recorded episodes to kind of stick on the channel during the week. So where we left it last was that we finished the previous mission, the Hot de Bosque, with a defeat. So we're keen to kind of move on and get some redemption for the Cameronians in the next mission, where we are attacking the hamlet of Le Clos du Bernard. And this is on the road to Cheux. So we have on our side, so we've got two platoons of D Company, 16th and 17th, and we would have had two Churchill tanks, except we lost one to AT fire and one immobilised due to a suspected mine in the first mission, so we don't have that support for this mission now. We do, however, have some off-map artillery in terms of two 81mm mortars. No reinforcements expected, got about 40 minutes plus a little bit extra time. In terms of who we are facing, so we've got a handful of Hitler Youth, who shouldn't be too difficult to dig out, or not. It's not true. Too numerous, although they may be fanatical, so may not give up easily. So this is the map itself. Let's give it an elevated view. So we've got the initial kind of outskirts of this hamlet of the Clos Bernard, where we expect there to be at least some resistance, and then we have this kind of crossroads or town of Pulpit itself, so it's not really a crossroads, which is that we need to occupy that. So split points between occupy for 200, destroy the German forces for 200 points, and then take minimal casualties. Now the big danger with this mission is that, and it says so in the briefing, where they say, look at the enemy forces, reports there's a tiger in support. So we have no tanks with us. We've no our anti-tank capability is limited essentially to our Piats. So if we do encounter Tiger, we are in real trouble. But we shall see what we pop into. In terms of initial kind of a plan of attack on the area, so obviously we're starting in this kind of woody grove to the right. There's a lot of open ground out on this right hand side, so any kind of plans of swinging out round to the right to come at a different angle, I'm not really a fan of. I think it's too much open space. We're going to get spawned. It's not a big map, and if they do have any kind of heavy support, back in these crossroads or something, that's going to just lead to a lot of trouble. We've only got two platoons, and they are a little bit beat up from the first mission, so I plan to keep them fairly close together, and with the intent at least we can kind of provide supporting fire between them. At least that's the thinking, and I think we'll take a relatively direct approach onto Le Clos Bernard with hopefully some supporting fire from this angle, and then we can kind of build up a stronger base of fire in and around these buildings, which should give us some sight onto the wider Pulpit area, and then we can see where we need to manoeuvre to next. So I'm going to start by moving up some troops. So I do want to get these guys, and again a little bit risky, push them up at a quick, but I would quite like to get some eyes into cover as soon as I can. This brain gunner has very little ammunition, so I'm going to have to get him to grab some from these vehicles. We do have a little bit. This IC section, I'm going to try and use you guys as scouts, so you come over here. We'll get our brain to go and grab some ammunition. Yeah, please embark. We do have line of sight direct from our deployment zone into these buildings here, which makes me a little bit nervous. And the road out of these buildings, or the path out of this deployment area, is just a little gap in the hedge there. So I'm going to move and try and keep them relatively. In fact, where's my smallest squad? I'll get them to sit at the front, potentially use them as a bit of a scout. And we'll move the rest of the squads kind of slightly back, slightly over. I don't want to start taking fire. I wouldn't expect to take fire into deployment zone, but to say that's not possible, I wouldn't want to make such a claim. You need to grab some ammo as well at some point. And yeah, I'd like to try and get some eyes on the buildings here. I would also like to try and get a couple of scouts, if possible, maybe out into open ground, trying to use distance and move slowly to keep out any fire, just see if we can get any alternative eyes into towards pulpit. And we do have a forward observer team who might be quite useful for that. So just get these guys to dismount and come over here. This road's pretty well defended, there's no real avenues into it, so I'm not too worried about that. This Bren team, actually I'm going to have you guys come into the square and ASAP get yourself over and into that, so you can also grab some ammo. I'll just get my HQ team to go and park themselves in there for now. Okay, so a couple of squads of this moving forward. I'm going to get these guys to move in and around this direction. And we'll keep our HQ and a mortar at the back for now, and our P as well, until we decide how we want to deploy them. It's just, yeah. I'll see if I can get this team to move up, act as a little bit of scouting. Okay, we'll kick off and see what we see. A very early shot. So I'm pretty salty that that's a possibility, to be perfectly honest, that they can set up and immediately put rounds into my deployment zone. So it's first casualty there. Starting fire because we're just sitting ducks here, so I'm a little bit annoyed. Right, I think we also took one casualty over here. Where was that from? Negating. Again from over this direction. Okay, it's a bit frustrating, and a big explosion here. So it tells me they have some kind of gun over here, which we can't see yet. Okay, as soon as we see what suppressive fire we can turn back. Again, I'm a little annoyed that these guys have sight. No line of sight. So you can be shots, but you're not willing to shoot them. Alright, you target them. I'm going to get you to get yourselves over to say. Actually, I think the trees might be in the way if you come over one. You guys just get yourself into this corner. Let's get some fire from there, and hopefully these guys might be in a position to fire as well. Excellent. Oddly enough, these guys can't see I mean, that doesn't really feel quite right. These guys at least have got them trained, putting some fire down, which is good. Please keep that up. Meanwhile, we put another spot of a lonely sniper, perchance. Okay. So I'll try and get these guys maybe to put some suppressive fire into him if they can't see this house. Meanwhile, we do have a squad moving up here. We've got those guys moving over there. I'm going to get these guys to go just a bit quicker, I think. Try and keep them out of sight's way, but just in case there's a line from this guy through this hedge, through this fence. Meanwhile, do I want to bring my mortar into play? Don't have a lot of ammunition left. I don't think I've got any in the vehicles. Nope. 9mm, 9mm, 303, 303, 9mm. Oh, a little bit. 4HE, 1 white phosphorus. So, do you know what? Why don't you come grab that before I do anything else? These guys are in the vehicles so they can acquire. And please take, yeah, just take out 600 from that. And see if you can get yourself into the fight. Probably over here seems most useful. Something was shooting at us. I don't particularly like being shot at. I'm going to get these guys to scooch forward, see if they can't spy what it is over there. I'll get you to hold position for now. I don't want you to rush in and get yourself murderized. These guys can return fire, but I think we're liable to take a casualty, another casualty, to be perfectly honest. Hopefully between the two groups we can at least get them to go ahead, put their heads down. I can't believe they've line of sight into our deployment zone. That feels cheaty, doesn't it? Right, you're still moving over. You're going to be just a couple extra rifles in the end. Guys are moving. You are returning fire. Do you know what? I will get you then to move. Almost. It's going to have to be somewhere like. Is that the first building? Yeah, into this building. Maybe somewhere along here before you can really get eyes. So we'll maybe get you to come along to this edge and scoot you up. And again, hopefully these guys are pretty busy here. No, and then once you get there, please, thank you, target that building. Don't want to push those guys out, and hopefully whatever's shooting at us over there can't see these guys behind this hedge. Which oh god, I hope it's not Tiger. Because I genuinely don't know what the answer to that would be. Okay, we'll see if we can't get this guy suppressed before he injures anyone else. We'll have to check, see if we manage any casualties. He's gone quiet. No more big explosions. Oh, there's another casualty, which, I mean, you know, to be honest, to be expected. They're lying in open field, taking automatic fire from a window. More happening. A little bit. Right, let's just, yeah, two guys MP40s. Let's just quick go back and see if. Oh, there's one rifleman there. Disappears. Any chance he gets shot? No. Okay, tricky start. And again, no sight of whatever that thing was. What can you see? A little bit, but not much. Okay, I might see that. I might risk trying to get these observers into here then. So the question is, what should I do with this squad? Oh, you lost your brain. When did that happen? Oh, right at the start. Always the brain. Always the brain. Honestly, you put money on the first casualty of any squad being a brain. You guys are now saying you can't target the people that were shooting you. Alright, we'll move over a lane of trees. I think here you will be able to. And to be honest, we just need a volume of fire. This is not a great start to this mission. I feel like I've been slightly penned in by the design. Which feels a touch harsh, but there you go. Such as war, I suppose. Right, if you come here, can you also lend a bit of support? Not from there, apparently. Okay. What if I move to somewhere else? That one. Again, you're saying no. Okay, what about one more? So why can these guys return fire but you can't? You could do so from there, but that's just going to get murdered. That's frustrating. Okay, I might then instead get you to come in here. You can take over the, do you see the suppressing those guys with some light fire and free up this section to do something else with. I would quite like to push these guys, try and get them a bit closer. Although they're now only rifles, so that's actually that's a silly idea. Saying rifles in close with guys with automatic weapons. At least we've got a bit more firepower coming in from this direction. So hopefully the two angles really got, and then it will be eventually three. Will be enough to dissuade them from doing. Oh, double brain, I like it. Right, you need to acquire. There's quite a lot of you. Can we take it all? No, let's take 1500. Okay. I'll keep you guys in this middle bit. Yeah, just come up here. Decide what to do with you. Okay. We'll go in and have a closer look to see if we're inflicting any casualties. Oh, we're certainly receiving them. have them suppressed at least. So start. Maybe we even got one of them, which is good. And a guy with an MP40, I'll take that. Okay, good. So while they're suppressed, I need to... Oh wait. Now see how can I move in and finish them off. I might be using this squad. So if we come round essentially into this hedge or even this hedge, there are no real lines of sight beyond. Obviously if there's someone sitting up against that, but we've not seen any firing from there to date, and I would expect it to have seen some return fire given what we're putting out. So I think that might be the best bet. While we've got to get them, we've got our heads down, we can set these guys up in here and then send in a, we can even send in an assault team if it comes to it. The question is, how do we, you're just going to go out here and over that fence. Okay. Sure, maybe I should break these up. Split teams. So, where's my just plain rifles first? Let's get you out here. To there, and from here you should be able to also target. No? Okay, it's not as helpful as I thought. Okay, get yourself here over the fence and then quickly into that. And the same with the Brens, although I'm going to put a slight delay on you guys, just so we spread ourselves out. Fine, and then once you get there, can you please target that? They should hopefully still be suppressed from other fire. Biggest worry would be if they decide to unsuppress themselves at an inopportune moment, which happens. So you continue to pepper that guy, because I should have really been checking to see if we'd seen any casualties, but hopefully we can just annoy him enough he runs away. Or better yet, dies. Okay, this observer's made it over here. So I'm going to get you to move. Don't want to get too far forward, so I don't want you to get accidentally shot, but let's come up to somewhere like that. See if you can't get some eyes and whatever's going on over here. You keep up the fire, you keep up the fire, you stay there. Yeah, you're slowly moving forward. That's fine, and again, I don't want to push with these guys and expose themselves to what's over there without knowing it. So I will go with this angle. Okay, that seems alright. Oh, you're in the vehicle. Please acquire. Acquire HE. 12. Yeah, sure, to the white phosphorus. That'll do. I could get more people with Piets, to be honest. Which might be an idea before we move on. Get one of these guys to grab one. Yeah, I think I'll do that. I could do it even with you. We'll see. And then just get yourself over to here. Okay, I think that's it for this minute. Let's just make sure these guys are covered with their advance. See, they've popped up again, so always the way when you don't want them to unsuppress. It's surprising given the volume of fire going out, but they would decide, actually I'm going to stick my head up again, but you know, their AI play by the same rules we do. So guys, pushing the gap there. No flashy icons, that's good. Even took a couple of pop shots. Okay. Successful in that, no casualties, which is always a turn I will take. Let's see what happened to our first 3 Germans we were unhappy with. Bold. He's suppressed again. Suppressed again. Okay. So we're staying kind of suppressed on and off, but not much more than that. You have made it over here. Any eyes on whatever it was? It's being mean to us. Nope. Okay. You guys are still doing suppressive fire. So are you. Right, okay, so here's what we're going to do. I'm going to get the Bren gun section here. Who do have an order to quickly move there. Good. And when you get there, you're again going to target. I see, can you do it from here? You can. Do I want you? So, and the reason I'm humming and hawing, so I thought I can move this section into the second story here. You'll probably get a better angle on these guys to help finish them off. To help with that, I could get this. These good, and if these guys are sitting here, suppressing fire is liable to shoot on people in the head, which is generally frowned upon. So let's actually get you guys to clear your target, to move, and then start shooting again. So we should being a dangerous word, have enough suppressive fire from everywhere else. I'm okay with these guys doing it just because they're bolt actions, so the chance of them shooting their own mate in the head is a lot less if we're using machine gun. And we get these guys to say wait 20 seconds to let these guys move, and then get yourself in and up. And hopefully Mr. Automat's, hopefully these guys will be covered, and then you can just unload on them through these windows. That's a plan anyway. It's a good plan, I don't know. In fact, let's bring you two up to this corner as well. I thought you had 2 Brens. No, clearly not. We'll leave you where you are for now. Okay. Probably, let's go a bit close to the action for this one. I would like to do a zoomed out view, but we'll do a recap at the end. Okay, so they're moving across. Okay, this guy is absolute bold as brass. Okay, and fair play to this guy, he's still staying up. He's like, nah, you can't suppress me. I have to check what that was in a minute. Okay, so these guys are now up. But for some reason have lost sight of this window. So then, still 2 of them. He's still up. He just goes to ground. So I'm pretty sure they're still there. Oh, yeah, what was that other? We saw another icon at one point. Oh, you're gonna make me find it. Definitely saw something random over here. Let's quickly go through the playthrough again. Nope, not getting it that time. All the way back. It was just a graphical thing. I'm sure I saw another red infantry icon pop up. Apparently not. Okay. I'm assuming nothing else happened anywhere else either. Oh, going the wrong way. Movement of the guy over the back. No. Okay. So, next move. Obviously, get these guys to. They're still targeting that. That's good. I'll get these guys to still. Oh, sugar, you are almost out of Bren ammo. Bren ammo. So I'll have to get you to refill. You have plenty though. Okay. You just keep targeting that. We'll get you to clear your order. I think we'll get everyone else to clear the order as well. So with these 2 squads putting pressure on, which should hopefully be enough. Everyone's a little light on Bren ammo actually. You're doing okay. These guys are doing okay. You've got a clear target. You're doing okay. So it's just really you need more Bren ammo. So who still has? You do. You have absolutely loads of the stuff. Excellent. Could you please come up this road and we'll get you resupplied. In the meantime, I need to get in to finish these guys off, which I think is going to mean sending some people in this way, which is relatively protected from any other building or avenue, so I'm not too worried about that. So I'm going to grab probably this squad's good to get a guy, another guy with an automatic weapon. Right, no, let's grab this squad. Get you to move down behind this hedgerow onto this road, and then get you to come in here, ready for pushing in. But all that will have to wait till next time because that's me sitting at almost 35 minutes, so I'm going to put a quick cut in here. So yeah, thanks for watching. Difficult start to this mission, you know, a few casualties which were almost unavoidable, perfectly honest. First minute in the deployment zone, couldn't do a lot about it, but I feel we've stabilised, not quite neutralised it, although just about neutralised these guys. I am really concerned about what is causing the big explosions from over here. I'm hoping our forward reservists can do a bit of spotting, and yeah, we'll see what comes next time. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you around.